Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. Skills-based hiring initiatives slow to impact who gets hired. While many of the nation's top companies like Walmart, Amazon, Apple, Bank of America, Nike, Delta Airlines, and Target have encouraged workers without formal higher education degrees to seek a wider variety of jobs and are removing degree requirements from more of their job postings, new data shows the impact on actual hiring has been negligible. The concept of hiring based on a candidate's skills rather than their completion of formal college education for many more roles has become prevalent at a time when workers are in short supply and the economic value of a college degree is being questioned by more Americans. But as data emerges on so-called skills-based hiring, there are signs that some of these efforts may be falling short of their intended goals. A new report from Burning Glass Institute and Harvard Business School focuses on how companies measure up in their efforts to hire workers without formal degrees. This is important to U.S. workers, more than half of whom don't have college degrees, since it impacts their ability to get into higher-paying jobs and better positions. The total number of companies promoting efforts to hire people without degrees doesn't mean these workers are getting the jobs, and there's limited publicly available evidence to date to support how these efforts are impacting hiring. Burning Glass researchers undertook the new study given the growing number of employers removing degree requirements, and the most recent findings underscore that the desire by companies to extend opportunities to non-degree holders doesn't necessarily translate into everyday hiring practices. The observations in the study are based on a database of the career histories of 65 million American workers, which Burning Glass says represents about 40% of the U.S. workforce. The 11,300 roles included in the sample are ones for which researchers say they could observe a meaningful volume of hiring for at least 1 year before and after a firm removed a degree requirement. And researchers focused on large companies for which they observed more than 500 unique job ads annually, and the sample included roles from over 1,100 different companies. As for the results, only 37% of firms analyzed made tangible changes in their hiring practices. These included some major employers such as Koch Industries, Walmart, Apple, GM, Target, Cigna, Tyson Foods, and ExxonMobil. The fact that some very successful companies did meaningfully change their hiring practices suggests it's not a shortage of talent that's impeding other skills-based hiring efforts. Rather, it implies managers may be reluctant to hire people without degrees, absent specific policies to assess these workers' skills. If there are two candidates, one with a degree and one without, for many hiring managers, it may seem like the safer bet is to hire the candidate with the formal degree. The largest group of firms in the study, 45% of the sample, removed degree requirements from job postings, but showed little change in actual hiring patterns. Companies in this bucket included Bank of America, Amazon, Oracle, Lockheed Martin, Kroger, and Stellantis. Eventual success with skills-based hiring requires companies to adjust programs and policies, as well as make the cultural changes needed to support the initiative. Successful companies call attention to people throughout the organization who succeed despite not having degrees. That takes some of the risk away from hiring managers and makes them more open to hiring someone without a degree. Additionally, success with skill-based hiring also requires clear descriptions of the skills needed for a job, even before posting it. Hiring managers must be specific about the skills they are looking for and what they would consider evidence of someone having acquired those skills. Finally, leaders in skill-based hiring have processes to assess the skills they are looking for. For instance, they might ask job prospects to submit projects for a candidate blind review by hiring managers. This allows companies to assess who fundamentally did the best project without knowing whose work it was or what their formal background is comprised of. Skills-based hiring is a positive development to make access to opportunity more equal. We will continue to monitor and report on this important trend here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors.